Hello and welcome back to Monday Night Raw. This week on Monday Night Raw, in our first match of the night, we have The Club taking on British Strong Style, trying to determine what is going on with these Raw Tag Team titles, to get an idea of who should be going forward to the pay-per-view to fight for those titles. And as you can see, AJ Styles is out there in the corner of the club, perhaps proving the theory from last week that when Keith's Lee music played in the main event, that it was the club's doing. It was nothing to do with Keith Lee, because of course Keith Lee is on SmackDown. Maybe the club went backstage and just played with the audio and music to distract Shinsuke Nakamura. But of course, if you missed the previous episodes, or any episode before, head back onto the channel, go and click on the playlist, and you will have all the episodes there to watch. And give us a cheeky little subscribe if you want to see more episodes past this point. Thank you very much. So of course, we need to determine where we're going with our Raw Tag Team title soon. And hopefully, the winner of this match will be going forward to the pay-per-view, go and fight for those Raw Tag Team titles, against who we will have to find out. I assume next week we will find out, since we are only 2 weeks away from Backlash. Later on tonight, of course, we have Corbin vs Owens in our first semi-finals match to determine who is going to be fighting for the WWE Championship at Backlash. And in our main event, we have the #1 contenders match between Cedric Alexander and Andrade to determine who will be facing Matt Hardy for the United States Championship at Backlash. Carl Anderson picking up Trent Seven there, going for a massive super kick, dropping him down. Carl Anderson going for the tag to the bigger man, Mr. Gallows. Gallows going up top. What's he looking for here? Oh, big flying headbutt there. DDT from Trent Seven. Be interesting to see how this match works out. Of course, the club. Oh, let's see. It's the one count. The club have a lot more experience overall in their team, but Trent Seven's a very experienced wrestler. Just Tyler Bate, of course, is very young, but he has so much talent up his sleeves. But he is a very young man. We have to see whether the experience and inexperience works together so well. We're going for the tag on the Gallows here. Super kick! But then Gallows getting the hot tag into Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson coming in, clothesline. Taken down. Tyler Bate straight away, ruining all his momentum as he comes into this match. Oh, a huge super kick again. What's Anderson thinking of here? Oh, hitting those knees down to the mat. Anderson. Oh, that is not a move you want to take. I've just received word, by the way, at the pay-per-view Backlash, if AJ Styles makes his way to the WWE Championship match, he will not be accompanied by the club. The club will be banned from ringside, and the club are banned from ringside for the rest of the tournament. So next week, when we have Styles versus Balor, the club will not be allowed anywhere near that ring and will not be allowed to cause any distractions backstage. We want our tournaments to be as fair as possible. Tyler Bate taking over Carl Anderson to a tag. Nope. Carl Anderson not allowing that to happen. Elbows to the gut. Anderson throws Bate over to the corner, going for a tag here. But no, Bate not allowing the tag to happen. He would much rather work with Anderson than he would Gallows. And I don't blame him. Gallows is the far bigger man, and Tyler Bate is not the biggest man in the world. He is ridiculously strong, though. His strength can pick up men double his size, basically, and just toss them around. He's very, very impressive. But I'm sure he would still rather work with Anderson than he would Gallows. Makes it a lot easier for him to be able to do more technical offense. And some throwing bait out of the ring. What's Anson thinking of here? Throwing him back in straight away. Okay, interesting. For sure, I had to wonder how Pete Dunne is feeling this week after that intense battle he had in the tag team match last week with Cedric Alexander going against Roddy Strong and Andrade. Roddy Strong and Pete Dunne really went through the walls in that match. They got their backs absolutely destroyed. They are not in a good place. I assume Roddy is just, yeah, I don't know what's happened with him. I know he's not here tonight, which is probably a good thing for Pete Dunne, but he is not in a good shape. He may have won that match, but the cost to his back really may not have been worth it for Roddy. Roddy not going to be here probably for the next few weeks. We wish him the best of luck in his recovery and going for a huge choke slam here. Dropping Trent Seven down onto the man, going for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. The club have won. Very decisive victory there for the Good Brothers. They were just too much for Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, British Strong Style, and the club move forward to the pay-per-view, where they will be fighting for the Raw Tag Team Champions. Who will their opponents be? Well, we'll have to find out in the week to come. Now let's see them celebrate. Big chokeslam there from Gallows and the club. AJ Styles, maybe by the end of Backlash, we will have the club draped in gold, tag titles and the WWE title. We'll have to find out. And now you join us for some 6-woman tag team action. And of course, this is all stemming from the issues between Ember Moon and Becky Lynch. Last week, Becky Lynch came in to disturb the match between Ember Moon and Peyton Royce. Well, yes, Ember Moon still won the match, but Becky Lynch came out and locked the disarmer onto Ember Moon in the middle of that match and the referee didn't see. I can't believe what Becky Lynch has done to Ember Moon. 2 weeks ago, they were tag team partners taking on the Iconics. A bit of a tension between them, they weren't entirely on the same page, but they lost that match. Ember Moon lost that match against the Iconics for her and Becky, and Becky Lynch wasn't particularly happy. She didn't make her way in to go and save Ember Moon from that pinfall. She was happy to see Ember Moon lose. She doesn't want to face Ember Moon. I think Becky Lynch is scared of facing Ember Moon. And at the moment being, in fact, I'm going to confirm it now. The pay-per-view match is going to be Becky Lynch versus Ember Moon for the Raw Women's Championship. Confirmed here, right now. Unless something else happens, someone else is added to that match, but at least those two will definitely be in that match because of the personal rivalry between those two. So tonight, we have Becky teaming up with the team that defeated her 2 weeks ago, the Iconics, and Ember Moon teaming up with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Hopefully Ember Moon will be able to get her revenge against the Iconics and against Becky Lynch this week. She's going to go for the tag here? No, she's not. Of course, this is also the debut of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in this Universe mode, so we'll have to see how they perform. Maybe if they perform particularly well, one of them could end up in the match. Or maybe, if the Iconics end up with another huge win, I also wouldn't be surprised to see one of the Iconics added to that title match, since they do have a good record so far. Obviously, it's the same record as Ember Moon's, both on a 1-1. So, it'll be interesting to see who gets the pinfall in this match. And why are they just running in and out of the ring, girls? What are you doing? Yeah, Billie, just throw her in the ring. Throw her in and stay inside the ring now, please. Ember Moon tossing Billie Kay outside of the ropes, and Nikki Cross with the attack there, grabbing Peyton, Billie Kay's feet and taking her off the apron. Ember Moon picking up Billie Kay there. Trying to go for a chop, but it's not working out for her. I think Ember might need Nikki to move over slightly. Nikki is apparently slightly blocking the way for them to get back in the ring. Whoop, there you go. Throwing Billie Kay in the ring there. Peyton and Becky both looking for the tag. Ember Moon managing to get Billie Kay up and preventing that tag from happening. Going for a big suplex there. And Ember Cross going for the tag to Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is in this match for the first time. Her first appearance on Monday Night Raw in this universe mode. Oh, bad start for her there. Billie Kay immediately taking down Alexa Bliss. She's going for a pinfall. Let's see what happens here. One. Only a one count. Alexa Bliss is fresh in this match, so you wouldn't expect anything else but that. Billie going for the tag to Becky instead of Peyton. Interesting. Peyton actually jumped off the apron. I wonder why that was. Becky Lynch DDT to Alexa Bliss, taking her down. Becky Lynch, what's she going for here? Reverse DDT onto the mat. Alexa Bliss has not done well since coming into this match, really being dominated by the other team. Becky Lynch in the big Exploder suplex going for the pinfall. One, no, not even a one count there. Impressive from Alexa Bliss. Also, Becky Lynch could have got to that pin faster than she did. Alexa Bliss kick to the back of the knee and taking her down with a reverse DDT, around the world DDT. And Becky's starting to work on that arm. You know what that means? She is setting up for that disarmer. She wants to rip the arms off her opponents. Alexa Bliss reversal punch to the gut of Becky Lynch. Oh, that low sweep, managing to avoid the kick that Becky Lynch was going for and knocking her down to the mat. Becky Lynch, what's she going for here? Suplex! But folding the arm behind the back to do more damage to that arm of Alexa Bliss. She is really preparing Alexa for that disarmer. She is just waiting her time until she thinks Alexa is primed to just tap in the middle of that ring. Alexa going for the tag. Hot tag to Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross in this match. What is Nikki going to do? Clothesline, but Becky ducks it. And Becky straight away DDT. Knocking the momentum out of Nikki Cross, unfortunately, for Nikki. Nikki and Alexa really need to prove themselves in this match. But Becky Lynch is just dominating them. She is too strong and too good. Becky Lynch is really on a roll right now. Nikki Cross though, elbow to the head, and a big clothesline taking down Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch looking for the tag, going for the tag to Peyton. Peyton Royce is now in this match, and Ember Moon back in this match. We now have a rematch from last week's episode of Monday Night Raw. And of course, last week, Ember Moon was the one who was victorious against Peyton Royce despite Becky Lynch's interference. And Peyton taking down Ember to the mat, choking her out there. Oh, a big split drop, I guess. Split drop, that's what it's going to be called now. Peyton picking up Ember Moon. Oh, a huge fireman's carry drop thing. Two. Only a 2 count. Ember Moon's still in this match. Alexa Bliss is in the ring for some reason. I guess she was worried that Ember Moon was going to be out, but she was very late for the party there. And Peyton taking down Ember Moon. Of course, Peyton is the much fresher person in this match. Ember Moon has wrestled a lot more in this match than Peyton Royce has. Peyton Royce, in fact, this is the first time she's been in the ring for this match. So you'd have to say she is in a much better position right now. Ember Moon feeling the exhaustion of this long 6-man tag team match. Picking up Peyton. Huge kick to the gut. Oh, it's a good series of kicks there to Peyton Royce. She's going for the tag. Tagging in Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross, what's she going for here? Oh, a Falcon Arrow there. to Peyton Royce. Going for the pinfall. One. Only a 1 count, unfortunately, for Nikki Cross there. Needs to do a bit more damage than that before going for the pinfalls. Peyton punch to the back. And Peyton is going for the tag. Tagging in Becky. Oh no, this is not good for Nikki Cross. Nikki managing to take down Becky Lynch though, grabbing her by the head and smacking her head down onto the mat. Oh, Nikki Cross putting her across her knee, stretching that back, trying to do damage to the spine of Becky Lynch. Nikki Cross going for the tag, tagging in Alexa Bliss. Quick tags between these guys. Becky reversing away there, missing Alexa's kick. And again, working the arm of Alexa Bliss. Alexa is not in a good position in this match. Really getting brutalized on her arm. Becky Lynch is going to put in that disarmer on her at some point, and Alexa Bliss is not going to be able to survive, I would imagine. Alexa picking up Becky. Oh, Becky Lynch trying to kick towards Ember Moon there. Becky Lynch, of course, haven't been in this match at the same time so far. I have to wonder whether that's on purpose. And again, Becky Lynch tags out as soon as Ember Moon is getting in the ring. And we're back to Peyton and Ember once again. Oh, Peyton with that swinging overhead kick there. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2. That could have been it. That could have been it for Ember Moon if it wasn't for Nikki Cross there. I really think Nikki Cross would save that match for their team. Peyton picking up Ember Moon. Big knees to the back. And going for the split drop once again. Going for the pinfall? Nope, not going for the pinfall this time. Oh, getting a bit confused. Ember Moon reversal clothesline. Going for the tag to Nikki Cross. And Nikki and Peyton Royce in the ring together. Peyton straight away though. Peyton has got Nikki Cross up, taking her into the corner and going for a little snake eyes onto the second turnbuckle instead of the top turnbuckle. Nikki Cross though, she's back in the suplex over the top on Peyton Royce. Throwing Billie Kay, Peyton Royce into the corner, going for the tag back to Ember Moon. Ember Moon back in this match. Ember Moon over the top. Oh, nice double team offense there from Nikki Cross and Ember Moon. Very interesting though. Becky Lynch jumped off the apron, went as far away from possible as that. Had no interest in breaking up the pinfall there. It was just left to Billie Kay. I don't think Becky Lynch particularly cares for her tag team partners here. She would much rather just get the pinfall for herself and doesn't necessarily care. I don't think she cares if she loses this match. She's already got what she wants. She's already in the Raw Women's Championship match. She doesn't care if Peyton or Billie gets pinned. However, I'm sure she would like Ember Moon to be pinned and maybe take her out that match, disprove that she deserves them to be in that match. Ember Moon going for the tag to Nikki Cross once again. Nikki and Ember are like a well-oiled machine at this point. And yes, it is a good idea to keep Alexa out of this match, given the damage that Becky Lynch has done to the arm of Alexa Bliss. She is not in a good position. Peyton going for the tag. And once again, as soon as Ember Moon is out of the match, Becky Lynch is straight in there. Very interesting. Becky Lynch and Ember Moon avoiding each other. Well, I wouldn't say Ember Moon's avoiding Becky, but Becky is definitely avoiding Ember Moon. Oh, reversal there by Nikki Cross. Becky picking her up. Going for that Exploder suplex. 1, 2, only a 2 count there. Nikki Cross still in the match. Becky Lynch drops her with a big DDT to the mat there. Nikki trying to go for the tag. No, Becky Lynch not allowing her to do it. Working on that arm. Oh, reverse DDT, but getting that arm behind her back, so she also drops on the arm, damaging the arm. So Becky Lynch can get in that Sama. She's throwing Nikki into the corner. She's looking for a tag here. No, Nikki Cross not allowing it, keeping Becky Lynch in this match. But Billie Kay with a cheeky little tag to the side of Becky Lynch there. She forcing herself into this match. But Nikki putting Billie Kay on top of Becky Lynch here in the corner. Managing to damage the both of them. Innovative offense there from Nikki Cross. And Billie Kay back in the ring. Nikki Cross in charge. Oh, she's setting up for it. Oh, she got it. Nikki Cross, come on. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. Oh, just. Peyton Royce just there in time. Should have been it. That should have been the match over. But again, the teamwork not allowing this match to be over. The teammates really saving their other teammates in this match, making sure that the match is not going to be over just yet. Oh, a huge chop to the chest of Nikki Cross. Billie Kay taunting over her body though. Big boot, nope. Nikki Cross reverse it. Billie Kay reversed on Nikki Cross. That's Billie taking Nikki. Taking her over to the corner, looking for the tag. Yep, throwing into the corner. She's going to get the tag. Becky Lynch back in this match. Becky Lynch is back in this match. She's caught up in the ropes. Is that going to be an issue? Nope, she phased through them. Meteora to Nikki Cross. Meteora. Alexa looking for the tag. Alexa in this match. Alexa and Becky Lynch again. This is not a good position though. But Alexa managed to take down Becky Lynch. Of course, Becky Lynch has been working on the arm of Alexa Bliss this entire match. This is not going to be a good position for Alexa Bliss. Alexa does not want to be in there with Becky Lynch. Throwing Alexa to the outside there. Becky Lynch picking her up. Throwing her back inside the ring. You have to know what she's going to be going for here. Posing over the body. Very cocky there from Becky Lynch. She picks her up. Throwing her into the corner. What's she going for here? Big chop to the chest there. And kicks, knocking Alexa down to the mat. Oh, big move there from Becky Lynch. Drop kick. And again, taunting her opponent. Picking her up, what's she thinking of? Exploder suplex again. Going for the pinfall here. Interesting, very interesting. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Alexa Bliss still in this match. Becky again doing the work to the arm on the reverse DDT. Becky Lynch is playing with her food here. You have to think it's all over whenever she wants to be. She's going for a sleeper hold here, but she's very much in the ropes. Interesting, is Alexa going to tap out? No, she's managing to break out. Taking her legs off. Oh, Alexa again, very caught up in the ropes here. Is she okay? Nope, she's all good. Alexa Bliss takes down Becky Lynch. Becky's looking for that tag. Is she going to get the tag? Is she going to get the tag to Billie Kay? Billie Kay desperate for that tag, but no. Becky Lynch getting herself back in this match. No interest in tagging out. trying to prove a point here, I think. Making sure that Ember Moon sees her doing all this damage to Alexa Bliss. So that Ember Moon knows what's coming for her in 2 weeks' time. A backlash. Becky Lynch going up to the top rope. Oh, a massive leg drop there to Alexa Bliss. Going for the pinfall. 1, 2. No, Ember Moon breaking it up. Very lucky there for Alexa Bliss. Going for a chokeslam, maybe? No, just a takedown there from Alexa Bliss. Taking Becky down to the match. Oh, there you go. Insult to injury there from Alexa Bliss. 1, 2, only a 2 count. So close for Alexa Bliss. Alexa going for the DDT. DDT dropping Becky Lynch. 1, 2. Oh, Becky Lynch kicking out of that. Alexa Bliss was so close to getting a massive victory in this match. Alexa throwing her into the corner. She's going for the tag. Ember Moon and Becky Lynch are finally in the ring together. What is this going to mean? The brutality between these two, the bad history that has been building. Becky Lynch has been avoiding Ember this entire match, and now this is Ember's opportunity. But no, Becky Lynch reversal. Becky Lynch reversing and taking down Ember Moon, and Becky Lynch posing. I'm surprised she's not trying to tag out straight away, to be honest. Maybe Becky Lynch thinks she can take Ember Moon right now. All the damage that has been done to Ember Moon over this match. 1, 2. No, Ember Moon just kicking out on a 2.9 there. Ember Moon has been through a lot in this match. Maybe Becky Lynch is trying to play on that. Ember Moon going for the tag. Ember Moon tagging in Nikki Cross. And Becky again, reverse DDT, working on that arm and also doing damage to the head and back of Nikki Cross at the same time. It's a very good move there. Again, dropping her on the arm. Not a pleasant way to go at all. Becky Lynch staring over her prey, staring over Nikki Cross. She's calling for it. She is calling for that disarmer. This is not a good place to be for Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross reverses. Nikki Cross takes down Becky Lynch with a toe hold there. Nikki Cross still in this match, very luckily there, managing to avoid the disarmer from Becky Lynch. Becky picking up Nikki Cross. What's she going for here? Exploder suplex. But Becky Lynch is too tired to go and capitalise. She is down on the mat right now. She cannot move. Crawling over to try and get to that pin. But it's far too long. This is not going to be it. 1, 2. Never mind, I take it back. Becky Lynch pinning Nikki Cross. I guess the culmination of damage had been too much for Nikki, and she just could not kick out. And the rest of the team not able to get there in time. But Becky Lynch has certainly proved herself going forward into the pay-per-view match in 2 weeks at Backlash against Ember Moon. And I'm hearing that next week on Monday Night Raw, we will have Becky Lynch one-on-one with Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss trying to prove herself after this 6-man tag team match tonight. And if Alexa Bliss wins that match over Becky Lynch, she will be added to the Raw Women's Championship match at Backlash. So then it would be Becky Lynch, Ember Moon, and Alexa Bliss. But tonight, Becky and the Iconics stand tall here on Monday Night Raw. And now for our semi-main event of the evening. The semi-final match of the WWE Championship Tournament. Kevin Owens taking on Baron Corbin. Of course, Baron Corbin defeating Kevin Owens' friend Sami Zayn to get this far in the tournament. And Kevin Owens absolutely destroying Johnny Gargano in the first round. Johnny Gargano was landing punches on Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens would not go down. Those punches were doing absolutely nothing to him. But you have to imagine, Baron Corbin is a Golden Gloves winner. This match is not going to be as easy for for Kevin Owens. Baron Corbin, the bigger man, the stronger man, and those punches that he has, they are not a pleasant place to be, as Sami Zayn found out last week here on Monday Night Raw. And I'm sure Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn had some words backstage about how Kevin Owens can defeat Baron Corbin. And of course, whoever wins this match will go on to Backlash to go and face off against either Finn Balor or AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. And as I said earlier in the night, if AJ Styles manages to make it to Backlash, and next week as well for the matter of fact, the club will not be allowed to interfere. They are not allowed to go anywhere near the ring or anywhere near backstage to interfere in the match like they did for the Nakamura match. We want this to be a fair tournament. Anyway, back to the action here. Kevin Owens taking down Baron Corbin with a huge chest pump attack, as I'm going to call it. Kevin throwing Baron into the corner here. Kevin Owens throwing Baron Corbin down to the mat. Up top, and a huge body slam. It's not a body slam in the slightest. A huge splash there from Kevin Owens. Second rope assisted splash. Throwing Baron Corbin into the corner, but the referee has been knocked down here by Kevin Owens. Cannonball, cannonball! Kevin Owens in a very good position so far in this match. And he's going for the stunner. That's it. Baron's done. 1, 2. No, Baron Corbin's still in this match. Wow, I'm impressed. Kevin Owens really getting off to a strong start in this match. Very reminiscent of his match with Johnny Gargano. That was a very quick match. And Corbin throwing Kevin Owens into the ring. He's already in the ring. Into the ropes there. I'm going for a chokeslam over the knee of Baron Corbin. Not a nice place to be. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there from Mr. Baron Corbin. Corbin picking up Owens. Is he going for it? Is he going for the end of days? Throwing Owens into the ring and... oh! No. Yes! Oh my word, what an impressive manoeuvre there by Baron Corbin. Is that enough? 1, 2, only a 2 count. Unbelievable. That was some incredible offense there by Baron Corbin. I cannot believe the strength of that man to throw Kevin Owens up in the air, grab him and hold on to him, and then flip him around into that end of days. Baron Corbin sure is very, very impressive. And he's got Kevin Owens on the outside. What's he thinking of here? Oh, and that punch to the face that ended off. And the audience are floating. The audience are floating. I've been distracted by the floating audience. Massive clothesline there to Baron Corbin. And Kevin Owens posing, but you need to get back in the ring, Kevin. It's already a 5 count. Smashing Baron Corbin's head down onto the mat. And getting back in the ring, Kevin. Kevin Owens has no interest in getting Baron Corbin back in the ring. Apparently he's happy to take this count-out finish, but no. Kevin Owens rolling out. Kevin Owens wants to get this victory. Baron Corbin throwing him back in the ring. Kevin Owens could have won there. Baron Corbin was done. That would have been the end of the match. Kevin Owens could have just come back in the ring and won by count-out. But he wasn't interested, apparently. He wants to defeat Baron Corbin in the middle of this ring. Oh! Huge move there from Kevin Owens. And Kevin picking up Baron Corbin. Is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for the stunner? No, but Baron Corbin caught the leg. Clothesline. Baron Corbin caught the leg. And he's calling for the end of days. This is not a good position for Kevin Owens. He had this match won. We've just gone for the counter, but Baron Corbin dropping down Kevin Owens, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Baron Corbin is moving on to Backlash to fight for the WWE Championship. Kevin Owens had that match won though. If only he'd just taken that count-out victory, Kevin Owens would have won. Baron Corbin was done. It was already a 9 count and Kevin Owens deciding to go back to the outside, costing himself the match. And Baron Corbin managing to defeat both of the best friends, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And in 2 weeks' time of Backlash, Baron Corbin will be going up against either Finn Balor or AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. And now for our main event to determine the #1 contender for the US Championship at Backlash. Is it going to be Cedric Alexander or Andrade? Of course, to get to this match, Cedric Alexander was the last man eliminated in the Battle Royal that determined Matt Hardy as the US Champion. And then last week on Monday Night Raw, Andrade managed to defeat Cedric Alexander and Pete Dunne in a tag match with Roddy Strong. And now we are set for this match here. Cedric Alexander, Andrade, one-on-one. The winner faces Matt Hardy at Backlash. But I don't think that's a match you particularly want to get into. Matt Hardy is just insane, and I'm surprised we haven't seen more of him over the last couple of weeks of Raw. But I'm sure he's going to make his presence known tonight. Go and welcome his #1 contender. Andrade, oh, massive suplex there. Of course, Andrade does have the advantage in this match. He does have his manager, Zelina Vega, on the outside. And as we saw last week in the tag match, Cedric, as amazing as he was in that match, he did show some inexperience. He was taunting and showing off on points where he probably shouldn't have. He probably could have won that match a lot easier if he hadn't been showing off and trying to prove himself and make a big fuss of himself, to be honest. Andrade managed to win that match after being on the ring apron for a long time in that match. It was very much Roddy Strong who was the man in the match for a very long time. And Cedric Alexander should, or Pete Dunne, they should have been able to defeat Roddy Strong earlier in that match. But Cedric Alexander showing off too much prevented him from getting that win over Roddy Strong last week. And also, Pete Dunne and Roddy Strong's rivalry, as we talked about earlier tonight in the British Strong Style match, is still ongoing. Roddy Strong just literally broke his back almost to be able to prove himself against Pete Dunne, doing so much damage that he wasn't even here tonight. He's still being checked up in the local medical centre, as the commentators would usually say. Anyway, back to the match at hand. Andrade really dominating Cedric Alexander here. Only a 1 count there. Cedric Alexander still in this match. Andrade turning him over. What is he going for here? Picking up Cedric Alexander. Cedric reverses though, taking Andrade down to the mat. Oh. Reversal, they're going for pinfall 1. Throwing Andrade into the ring ropes there. And stomps down onto the chest of Andrade. Oh, a huge super kick to the chest though. Taking him down to the mat. Working on those legs. Oh, some nice technical styling there from Cedric Alexander. Working the legs of Andrade. Cedric picks him up. So going for him, dropping him face first down onto the mat. Very impressive move from Cedric. Going for the pinfall. 1. Only a 1 count there. Only going for a 1 count. And Cedric picks up Andrade. Is he going to go for it? Is he going for the lumbar check already? No, he's not. Just going for that twisting brainbuster there. Going for the pinfall though. 1, 2. Only a 2 count there for Cedric Alexander, who really needs to hit that lumbar check to be able to get the big win here over Andrade. But looking very good so far. Andrade, nope. Cedric Alexander reversing, going up to those top ropes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Learning from Randy Orton, Becky Lynch, and Sheamus there on how to do those big 10 punches. I don't think we've seen anyone not get those 10 punches who's gone for it yet. Cedric, chop to the chest. Chop. Going for the chop again, but no. Andrade manages to reverse it. Andrade picks up Cedric Alexander. He grabs him, takes him over to the ropes. What's he going for here? But no, Cedric Alexander tossing Andrade over the top rope, not allowing him to go for whatever he was thinking of going for here. Oh, a massive drop kick there from Andrade using the top ropes as a little bit of a bounce for him. And he's got it, the hammerlock DDT, this is it. Bang. 1, 2, 3. Andrade is going on to face Matt Hardy at Backlash. Very impressive victory there from Andrade. Kind of a disappointing performance from Alexander though. Really wasn't the same man we've seen these last 2 weeks. Previously he had really shown why he deserves to be in this position, but in this match I have to say he was really off his groove. I really thought that Alexander would take Andrade a lot further than he did, but unfortunately not. And Andrade picks up the huge victory with the hammerlock DDT and is going forward to face Matt Hardy at Backlash. Wait a second, what is this? Is he here? He's here, the United States Champion, Matt Hardy, the lunatic, has turned up here to go and face off with Andrade, his #1 contender. And there he is, the lunatic, Matt Hardy. My goodness, what is he going to do here? Wanting to delete Andrade. Wait a second. What is Andrade doing here? Andrade running at Matt Hardy. Huge, taking him down there. Imposing over Matt Hardy. What's he doing? And a punch to the face of Matt Hardy. Kick to the gut. Andrade though, managing to pick up Matt Hardy. And wait, no, he's doing it. Onto the title. Oh! Andrade dropping Matt Hardy down onto the title with that hammerlock DDT. Let's look at that again. Of course it cuts out. But Andrade standing tall, knocking down the man he will face at Backlash, Matt Hardy, with a hammerlock DDT onto the United States Championship. And thank you very much. We will see you next time.